again, we're here with, you say your first?
Lira, yeah.
Darlynson Lira,
Yeah.
of Darcio Lira BJJ.
Yes.
All right. We're here getting his comments. We're gonna get to know a little bit more about him. We just got to know a little bit about him. Is there anything you want to tell us specifically about your federation, your school, your affiliation?
So I came from Brazil. I'm from Fortaleza, Ceará. I have 3 brothers, all of them black belts. Our father was the guy who introduced us on Jiu-Jitsu. He have been training for over almost 50 years now. He's 62 years old. He's still like not competing, but teaching class every day. You know, like he's in a really good shape. It's Master Darcio Lira. A lot of people confuse me with his name and they call me Darcio Lira, but actually I'm his oldest son, and I have other brothers. 2 of them, they are in Brazil, and I have another one, is Carlos. He's a former UFC fighter. He was on UFC until last year. He fought Chris McRae. He won by a nasty knee bar, and then he fought Jake Ellenberger and Mike Pierce too.
Yeah.
And right now he's in Germany doing a seminar out there at the FIBO. And I came from Brazil to here to the United States about like 6 years ago, and we have been trying to, you know, like giving our contribution to Jiu-Jitsu, because I think that's very important. When you learn something as a Jiu-Jitsu, you know, like you must to pass forward, you know. So, and then I have been doing this, and so far so good.
Good, yeah. I mean, you're definitely making a presence. Becoming a respected school, people recognize you. They recognize your patch when your competitors are on the mat.
Yeah, that's good.
We know a lot about you and a little bit about your. Can you tell me about your father's lineage? He's a red belt, correct?
He's a red belt,
and,
yes.
Where is his jiu-jitsu lineage?
He's a connected with 2 lineage. One is connected with Master Zé Gomes, that is brother of Ivan Gomes. Ivan Gomes is the only Brazilian who has his picture on the Kodokan in Japan. So Ivan Gomes, he trained with some other, because when Conde Koma, he passed the jiu-jitsu to the Grace family, but also another Japanese, Omori, he teach some of his skills for other families. And then we have, for example, the Fada family. They train with those guys. So in Brazil, everybody's connected or to Helio Gracie lineage or to the other Japanese guy lineage. My father, he's in between both. So Master Vieira Sá, that his son is the coach, the head coach of the Nova União in my state.
Right.
So he was the guy who graduated my father together with José Gomes. So both them are red belts, and they have been training for years. Like Sa, he introduced actually the jiu-jitsu on the state where we live, Ceará, and my father has been training with those guys for forever.
Wow, interesting.
For more information about that, we have our website. It's www.jiujitsutraditional.com and jiujitsutraditional.org org.br from Brazil. And then if you translate the page, there's one link that's like break it up very well, all the lineage until you get on my father.
Very good. That's interesting. Up until recent, like last year, even I wasn't up on. You think it's all Gracies, the Gracies.
Yeah.
Started, but it's almost more appropriate now to call it Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu because it's not just limited to the Gracies. And I didn't know anything about the Fada lineage at all.
Exactly.
And we actually interviewed Rorion Gracie, and we asked him about that, and he did touch lightly on it. Not as elaborate as you just gave us.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to hear people from that outside lineage talk about it.
The thing is, like, the Gracies, all the boom of Jiu-Jitsu was because Gracies, like Royce Gracie, we have a Renzo Gracie, Ralph Gracie, all those guys, they are icons. They spread the Jiu-Jitsu to the world. The Gracie family, they got really like blessed because they were a lot of them. Helio has had 9 sons, and all of them decide to do jiu-jitsu. So that's very strong, you
Yeah.
know. And they are all good.
It's good strategy to have a lot of kids, you know.
Exactly. So, and then they spread the jiu-jitsu to the world, and here in America, they were the first one who came here. So when they got here, people just knew them, and they were the best at that time. But like you say, in Brazil, another lineage were growing, and guys were training, and they were getting better and better. And that is why I agree with you. We shouldn't call Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, but Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But all the Gracies, they have a important paper on the story of the
Yeah.
the spread of the
Yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah. Yeah. It's. I mean, it is in its own respect to call it a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. It's its own brand of it. You know, just like
Exactly.
calling it
Lira
Lira
Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu. Right.
Exactly,
Right. It's its own
exactly.
brand, but as a whole, you know, it is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Exactly.
You know, and then some would argue even that it's just Jiu-Jitsu because it came from Japan originally. So
Actually,
you know,
actually, Jiu-Jitsu came from India.
India.
India, yes, and then it's connected with the Buddhism because they need to travel for many lands and different spots, and they weren't allowed to carry weapons and stuff. So, and then they need to develop a kind of like self-defense system to protect themselves. But and then they got through many countries until they get in China. And when Japan got in a war with China, Japan learned the Jiu-Jitsu that until then wasn't seen as a jiu-jitsu, wasn't seen as a martial art, was just a self-defense group of techniques. And then when Japan brought back after the war the techniques that they learned from the Chinese, they did the first big boom on the group of techniques, and then they start to call it jiu-jitsu because it started to pass to be a martial arts, not just a self-defense system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, interesting.
And then when get in Brazil, there was another boom with Helio. There was a skinny guy, all that story that we know, that he was watching his brother fighting until he started to develop more leverage, more points and point of pressures and stuff. And he did another revolution on Jiu-Jitsu, and that's when we start to call Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And today, the Japanese, even though the Jiu-Jitsu that we know came from Japan as a Jiu-Jitsu, but they come to Brazil to train with us, you know.
Yeah.
So because we made it really good.
Yeah, you took the traditional and made it something completely different.
Exactly.
That's
The thing,
awesome.
the thing with the Japanese is because they go step by step. You cannot go to step 2 or 3 if you don't pass through the step 1
Right.
and 2. In Brazil, we don't care. I tell you, finish that guy by armbar. I don't care if you're gonna do armbar upside down, backwards, with one arm, with one leg. Just get the job done.
Yeah.
So that makes with the technique get a way more like dynamic
Which is
and
kind
real.
of, is like, the story of Bruce Lee making his own system in
Exactly.
Taekwondo because everything was so traditional and set.
Exactly.
Follow the exact sequence. Everything is very traditional. You don't do certain things because that's not the way it's supposed to be done because somebody made a rule a long time ago. And
Exactly.
he took all that and threw it away.
You
and he
use what
said,
it
just
works.
get the job done.
Yeah,
Right.
get the job
Right.
done.
Yeah, it's hard. I always think what it would be like if Bruce Lee had been alive and met the Gracies, or met somebody from.
We saw in
Brazil.
one of his movies, he's gonna fight against a samurai, and then the guy caught him in an armbar, and when he's doing the armbar, he bites the guy's calf, and then he get out of the armbar. So it's really funny the way like he see the thing, he used to see the thing.
Yeah, he didn't know the correct technique to escape though. I think in real life Bruce Lee would have tapped.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So good. What can we expect from your team today?
Yeah, so like as always, like I tell my guys, we train hard, we train serious. I don't play around. Jiu-Jitsu for me, it's not just my name. I carry my family name too, and that's very important. I do with passion, I do with my heart, and I want to see results, and I expect always the best of my team. We never, since we started competing officially here in the United States as a team in 2008, we haven't lost one single competition like always. I have people on the podium, you know, and normally it's at least 80% of the competitors that I sent to the tournament, they got placed on the podium.
That's good. Yeah, you're being recognized.
Yeah, the last tournament we did the North Cow, and it was very impressive. I had 5 competitors, and we got 11 gold medals.
Nice.
Because they fought gi, no gi, and some like open mats, super fights, and then we did good. And I have some good people here today, and then but like I say, first of all, I hope nobody get hurt.
Right.
I hope everybody come here, have a good time, and fight and have fun, because this is about have fun. It's not about just like to come and beat somebody up. It's about to do what you like to do. You could be at home watching TV, playing video games, but you're here because you enjoy this, you like this.
Right.
And I just want they give their best. If they give their best, doesn't matter the results, I'm gonna be happy. But if they give their best, I guarantee we're gonna have some golds today.
Good. Good. All right. Well, we'll be looking for your patch, and we'll be looking for your guys, and we'll hope they do well. We'll make sure that we cover everything we can with your guys.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
You've educated us.
And thank you. And just like if anybody wants to contact the team, the school it's in Livermore, 1569 Olivina, and Darcio Lira Jiu Jitsu.com. That's our website here. And everybody's more than welcome to come and check out the school. We have classes all the time. The website, the schedule's also on the website, www.darciolirajiujitsu.com. Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thanks again.
And I just want to say congratulations to Professor Claudio França for putting together this amazing tournament. I have been doing this for several years already, and it's well organized. Every year it's just getting better and better. And more people coming, and it's a good environment. There is no problem. Everybody behaving themselves really good.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud and happy to be part of this too.
Yeah. Now we're broadcasting, so it's getting better.
Yeah, even better,
All
man.
right.
Getting better and better.
All right. Thanks a
Okay,
lot.
Thank you.
We'll see you.
See ya.
We're gonna bring Tim Freeman back in.